I'm doing this a lot lately, doing early morning streams where I stay up all night. And then doing one at night, usually. Of course, you're usually in bed still, so I don't. That's part why I started it.
Right.
I mean, obviously, I'm still doing it even though you're awake, but usually you're asleep when I do it. So. I mean, obviously, I'm still doing it even though you're awake, but God damn it. I always forget to mute shit. It's gonna echo and probably sound terrible and all this other shit. Come on. There we go. Yes, I paused it because I was trying to get rid of it quickly. Zoop. Yep. Damn it. I forgot. Here. There you go. I was gonna hit all the previous fishing spots.
Where should I cast my line?
The cave sea bass. Ah, right there.
Ha!
I forgot to see what the symbols were.
Oh, we've got a lively one.
You're the boss! Thanks. Did we?
I didn't think I'd catch something this big.
You tamed a real beast.
No, it wasn't. Alright.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Hup. There we go. Looks like I hooked a pretty rare fish.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
Grilled. A salmon. Let's see. Maybe we won't catch every fish per se, but
Where should I cast my line?
why would I just do a random piece?
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Reel it in. It's not bad, per se.
Maybe you could keep it as a pet.
That big thing? No, we're not keeping it as a pet, don't we?
Time to try a
Oops,
different
wrong
spot.
That butt shot, though. Jeez.
All right. That's not a fish I see often.
So what's it to be? Grilled or broiled?
There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Yes, because didn't she say earlier that she was a good fisher? Pretty sure that was the thing.
I've got something. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish.
If there's any other fishing spots. Ooh, a fishing spot there. Hello, how are you? Did I do early morning stream? Thanks for the like. Okay. I messed around with the costumes.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I think it'd be fun to deal with. You'll see them in the cutscenes. Basically, a couple of them have bath towels. One of the guys are in a swimsuit. That's the only difference. But we're gonna be fishing.
There's something in the water.
We're gonna fish a little bit
Everything
here and
looks
there
fine
and
with the lure. All right,
such.
let's do this. All right.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Nice! You caught it!
Just loading salmon. Go for that one.
Now where might those fish be? Yeah.
I forgot to see what the button presses were.
I've got something. Well, it's not bad per se.
Nice work.
Yeah, it took me a while to get that one. That was one of the last few trophies I got. Yeah. That's what the boss salmon's names were. Oh wait. Oh, the boss. Oh no, I remember. The boss fish would have these special lures.
You're still not
Now I
done
think about
fishing
it.
yet? Boring.
Shut up,
You
Law.
need patience to fish.
Yeah. Which I don't have in real life, so that's why I'm doing it in the video game.
What?
Fishing.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we can do fishing.
Not the
There's a
type
nice
to sit
breeze
around and
here.
do nothing for hours on end.
Right.
I mean, I can wait for things. And if I can't wait for things, I force myself to wait for things. But when it comes to, like, fishing, it's just... You can spend all freaking day and never catch a bite, and I don't want to waste my time doing that. Actually, it might be too early to get some boss fish. Nothing about it. Might be a little too early.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one.
That's jazzy. I swear, Jazzy, people would notice you before they notice too much about the game.
Now where might those fish be?
I can't say the word. I'm trying to say that sentence right. God damn, I can't say it right. That's my girlfriend. But I try to say that freaking sentence of like the two theirs or whatever it is. I fucked it up. God damn it. That there. That's what I was trying to say. That there. God damn it. I don't think I can find any boss fishes right now. I'll think about it. Fine, we'll continue the story. Oh wait, this is the fishing spot. This is another fishing spot before where we were. Maybe, probably not. No, that's the one we were at, right? Yeah. I will. Right. Might as well teleport there to make sure. Yeah, I tried a little bit of that. I didn't get very far in Final 15. I got into that part and did a little bit, just enough to get the cat satisfied with the fish, but I haven't did much more with it. I should really get back to that game at some point. My goal is to beat all the Final Fantasies at some point, or at least most of them. At some point, like the Persona series. I'm planning on beating all those. And Neptunian series too. I really should stop playing those on my channel. I did one playthrough of Neptunia game on my channel. Officially. I'm doing Rebirth 1 right now, but I haven't really did much with it yet. I had the Pisco remasters 1 through 6 of Final Fantasy. I did 7 several times, 9 several times. I gotta do 8, even though I don't really like 8 too much. I really should do that on my channel at least once. I had the PC version just to use some cheats to help me along because I get bored so easily.
Judging by the stench,
But we're here,
say
right?
the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Oh, I'm fucking lost. No, this is a different spot. Okay.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
I hope we catch something decent.
Golden Catfish.
Indeed.
That's gotta be a boss,
Hungry
right?
bellies are counting on this.
Yeah, that's gotta be a boss.
Now, where might those fish be?
It is Triwax.
Ha! This one's putting up a real fight.
There it is. There's the monstrosity right there. Oh, but no! I fucked up. Okay, no, we could be in this though. We got this. We're back into it. When you son of a bitch. There. Well, thanks for a second like whoever left it.
Wow, this fish is seriously rare.
Look at you, fishing like a pro.
Yeah, I messed up and I hit the wrong QTA button. I almost lost it completely. I happened to pull through, but I almost lost that fish because of one fuck up. Okay, I caught one big. I finally caught a boss fish. We can continue with the plot. Oh,
Wow, I can't believe you caught another amazing fish.
Yeah, no kidding.
all right. The
I had
skits
no
for
idea
these.
there was anything
Some of
like
these
that even
fish. I
swimming
forgot about that. Maybe I
around
should
in
fish more at some
in
point.
the
Maybe I did it as a bonus
Huh?
game. Wait,
Hey, Rinwell.
this
Alpha.
Alphonse.
Why the long
Alpha
face?
trying to make it as funny
Not
as
happy with your
possible.
haul?
Are you not sure how you want
There-
to cook it? If you don't mind it being grilled,
I know
I'd be
you.
happy
I
to do
know
it
some
for
people
you.
can't take cutscenes seriously, but it's
No,
fine.
it's nothing like that.
I can take it seriously.
Here, take a look at this. It's a golden catfish.
A golden catfish? Is there some kind of problem with it or something? It's not like it's poisonous or anything, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
My
I
brother
should.
Miguel told me something about catfish once. He
I really.
said,
I gotta
"When you
remember to
find
do
a
some of
big
those.
one, it's
Forgot.
An omen." And with a
Also, skits for
catfish this
cooking too.
big,
So I gotta make sure I cook each
I'm just
dish at least
hoping it
once
isn't a
by
sign
end game.
something bad's
Towards the
coming our
game,
way.
at least. A lot of that
Are
stuff that's
catfish
gonna
like that
take like
supposed to be bad
cooking and
omens?
fishing and
Not
all the side stuff.
necessarily.
I'll probably spend
But
more
you know
time
how
on
these
it
things
after I
go.
beat the main
Omens
game
usually don't pop up to warn
before
you
doing
when good
post game
things are
stuff,
coming.
just to relax past
Well, think
after
of it like
that. So
this. Omens just mean that change is coming. And in this case, it's change that all of us are going to bring.
Totally. We're trying to overthrow the big bad Renans. If that's a bad omen for anyone, then we're gonna make sure it's for them.
Huh. I never thought of it like that. Then I guess you could say this fish is Miguel's way of telling us that he's with us, that we can do this.
We're going to build a future for Dana that's as
these are
bright
lazy
as
eyes
that
that look. They
fish.
kind of look like the
You
eyes
bet
that
we will.
anime characters get when they're being very perverted. I call them the pervert eyes because there's some animes where it's like they give those type of shape of eyes when they're perverts. And he's in bath towel booted off, so. And he has a metal pipe as a weapon, so. Am I going the right way? Where am I going? Oh no, I put Tohim in a swimsuit. Beetle Man. Oh, we went Willow. I like when I was leader. Am I go? Okay. Wait, let's go to Mahog South. Yeah, I know that, but like, I gotta remember. You know, I just want to go back to Physint. I know where to go from there. You see more of those in cutscenes. I mean, one of the cutscenes that's gonna come up on the stream,
Always good to be back
I
in
won't be
familiar
like
territory.
as epic because of the outfits, but I don't care. I can take it seriously. Nobody else needs to. Yeah, I know. But since I'm doing New Game Plus, I can make my pipe into
Okay,
a
off we go.
permanent look for it. I'm not equipped with the pipe. I'm equipped with the Nibelum, the Devil Arm. That's him. But I have the Iron Pipe as a weapon skin, so even though he's wearing a different weapon, it looks like he's wearing a pipe. Kill it.
Right, here goes!
Fear evil! Rain down and purify
Stalagmite.
all!
A comfortable win.
I gave him joke weapons
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
We've turned the
and
tables on
swimsuits for the
There is still
girls
more
and
left.
them. Right, no time
bath
to
towels for
go back.
Law and
Easy peasy.
Alphon.
Ha hoodle.
Him a swimsuit.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion and...
Oop shit.
Hey.
Hmm?
Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened,
Yeah, I was
with
kind of
Nicole,
hoping.
is it really any wonder?
Wish you could change the color.
Kinda
Yeah,
puts a damper on the whole
I like the
journey,
brown
though,
color.
huh? How
I don't
long do you
like
think they're
white
gonna keep this up?
color being the go-to
bothers
towel
you
color
that much,
either,
why
but
don't you ask them?
white looks better than
Why do
brown in
I
my
have to
opinion.
ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean
It's
Kisara
funny
and
because
myself?
to me,
You hadn't noticed?
when I
You've been
had
practically
bath towel
joined
on
at the
Winnow,
hip ever
it
since
looked
we
like she
left
was just
Descent.
wearing a strapless
I
short
guess it's
dress.
force of habit,
It didn't
most
even look like a
likely.
towel
I was always ready
because
to
of the
protect
color
you
and,
should
and the
need
way it
arise.
looked. It just looked
Sort
like a
of came with the
short
job
strapless
description.
dress. That's what it looked like to me.
From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending
It's just
himself,
its way
isn't he?
it's covering them that
Having
makes it
guards
look like
doesn't
it's just one.
necessarily
It's
mean
just
the one being
strapless
guarded
short
is weak.
dress.
No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Okay, Winmo,
Sorry.
stop being a racist bitch
It's
right
not
now.
that
Come
easy,
on.
shaking off
Calm
old
your tits.
habits. I'll
As lovely as
probably
they
need a
are,
little
calm
time to get
down.
fully used to it.
And yes, I called a 14. I said a 14-year-old has nice tits. Sue me.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent.
The red
They
DLC?
emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is
Oh,
that
you
he
mean
can
a
make
fairy
plans
fencer
to
app,
hold
okay.
the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Do-Halim
Okay, that's what you
handle
mean.
it.
Okay.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Do-Halim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
What's the dude mean?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either.
Heard of
He
seduce
can also
before,
use
but not
astral
seduce.
arts, including
Ooh,
healing
whatever he
arts.
said.
I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Well, my main
yeah,
party
know
that I
you
keep
look
in
stronger
at all
and strike
times
out with
is
your rod more after you dodge
Alpha,
attacks.
Shion,
Guess
Renro,
that's
and
why.
Do-Halim Menorius.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
Here we had our fun. We don't need the goofy glasses. Wait, take a bite? I'm going too fast, am I? Aren't I? Get that down on them. I get sorry that. I keep lawing Do-Halim and lawing Alpha and Towers though. And him and Speedo. So there we go. That's good.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some
The
flair
good
to it
thing-
in a lot
the-
of places.
The fun thing
noticed,
about the Tarot skins is
Especially
we
with
can
that open back.
connect if you can
We
get the
guardsmen
right
pride ourselves
arts
on never
to
showing our back to our
correspond
enemies.
with each other's
It's my way of
arts.
making myself
It's
live
more
up to
fun
it.
if you can
Plus,
figure
it
out
makes
what
it that
arts
much
work
lighter
best
and
with other
easier to
arts.
maintain.
Like any attack that goes up, you gotta have an attack that does
Do-Halim,
forward and down,
you
and
have anything to say
like
about
stuff like
this?
that. You get the right
Every
combo of
guardsman is
arts, you
allowed to
can.
wear their
It's
armor
more
as they see
fun.
fit.
And you, Law?
Why are you asking me?
Oh man. Yeah, funny thing when I did a playthrough of Outcast Graces app, I had Malik in the Speedo with the whole entire game. Alright, well. Did I see the skip for roasted chicken? In this playthrough? Fuck it, let's make it.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
I did enjoy it.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
Prices.
I believe Alphen is...
They're trying to gas Alphen?
No.
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Jenna?
Maybe I should throw in
Who's
some
Jenna?
more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while
Who's
I'm at it,
Jenna?
too.
What game? I lost track. I'm not watching this.
The spice is burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now I just flip it over and then...
Hey, Alphen? What are you doing over there?
Oh, Shion. Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together. I used a ton of spices.
Oh,
It's
okay.
got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked
Jenna,
it a
though.
little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food
Jenna.
always tastes so damn spicy now.
No one was named Jenna.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
You mean
If that's the
Pascal?
taste he truly
Sophie?
wants, far be it from me to
Cheria?
contradict. His cuisine is a rather
Because
delicate
Jenna,
repast.
there's no character named Jenna that you play as in Tears of Grace F.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's
There's a
becoming
Sophie.
familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught
The
me how
te-
to
the
maintain my
preteen
equipment
girl.
after I first joined the guard.
There's Sherrier,
Now it's just a part of my routine.
the one that has a crush on
Your
Asbel.
brother always seems to come up whenever
And
I
there's
talk to
Pascal
him.
that's full of energy. And super
That's because
smart.
we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol.
They
the
get
one I
summon
looked up
spirits.
to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to
Yeah.
see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me.
Yeah, she was. But she was also like, she wasn't even, she was
Alright.
barely a
She
teenager
was
though.
Miguel's second
That's
in
what I was
Darkness
getting at.
Depths, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just
Yeah, but
kind
Kasara,
either.
you,
He always worked
you,
so hard to
you
set
just
an
flat
example
out
for
believe
me
what
and
people were
everyone else
telling you,
around him.
and you hated him
He
and
was a
abandoned
true big
him
brother.
for the most
So
part.
much so
Not really
that when
abandoned him, but
Miguel
like
was asleep, he'd
you
slip out of
resented
the
him
house
and
to go
hated him
training on the
for
outskirts of
a
town.
supposed
You
that
seem
could be a
normal about
lie
it.
attempt so quickly,
That's
and now
because
that
I
he's
only
dead, you're like,
pretended
oh
to
no,
be
he's the
asleep
greatest
and
thing ever. He was the
follow
greatest
after
thing ever. Greatest brother ever. Come on, you're quick to fucking
You know
turn.
what?
You're
I'm
quick
at
to
a good
betray people,
stopping
you
point
know.
with my shield.
That seems like.
If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch.
Yeah,
tonight.
Sherrier is the one
It's
that
okay.
that was sick in the when as a kid. Sherrier is the little girl that got sick.
Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danon slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need
Yeah,
for me to
because
hurry.
the
But still,
when the resistance in the
I
beginning of
didn't
the
like
game
having that mark of
gouged
servitude
theirs out, there was a
lingering on me
big
any
there was a,
longer
like a
than I
big
had to.
scar
It may
dent
sound
in
a
their
little
hand
strange
where
to hear me
with
say
the
this,
crystal
but
wars.
I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman.
Yes, that must have been
And
painful
this
as
is
that.
my chance to
Stab
have a
into
new
your
beginning.
flesh / core and just rip it off. First in the band-aid.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Sounds like real life.
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear
Just sit
the
around
fear
and ask us to
that
wait someone else to
inevitably
do the
take
job
action.
for us.
Much like the Danons in our group do so now.
That sounds about right.
As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah.
Yeah.
Regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
Okay. Gotta
Little help!
power up that ROM.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
I highly doubt I'll be getting 9,999 stats on my weapon, but by in-game, but who knows? I might. And then it'll work.
Wow. Look what I just
I don't think I'm gonna do though. I think I'll just the character in Asuna fight. I'll get everything done first, for the most part, and then just grind the hell out of Devil Arms on my 4 main party members, and see if I can reckon with that, by overpowering them.
All right.
And I'll attempt it once on stream without doing that, but if I get the same bullshit situation as before, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna grind my Devil Arms a little bit to try again. Yeah, because the thing is, I would have beaten that Asuna fight, character Asuna fight twice, both times I tried. If the freaking no item policy in the battle arena, if that wasn't there, I would have won.
No further. It's over.
I gotta do the other one now. Alright, well,
Take
fuck. I know I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna force it to do that. Alright.
in a bind.
There we go. No, I take out Asuna first. Don't worry about that. I take her out first. It's Kirito that finishes me off because I ran out of CP to heal and revive. And he does so much damage, I end up dying a lot because of it. So it wasn't Asuna. I would take care of Asuna as soon as I can. It's fucking Kirito in the end.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
I found out in the
We seem to
fight,
have come across some
you
rather
can't when you
unusual
fight them.
objects.
When you get one of them to half health, like two
No,
bars
you're
down and 2 bars
garbage,
to
I
go,
assure you.
they become
Still,
invincible,
I've never
and then
seen
you gotta
anything
deal with
shaped
the
like
other
it before.
character
I'm intrigued.
and get them down the same way, and then you can switch back to
Are
Asuna.
you curious about
Or
this stuff,
Kirito, whatever
Rinwell?
order you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his
I
attacks
think
hurt.
he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it,
Yeah.
though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it.
Hmm.
Well,
Don't
seeing
like
as you
history,
study
so I don't.
Just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
When
You
isn't he?
get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
When isn't Dohalim in his
You're
own
right.
little world?
Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
I see you've got your relics all lined up again. What are you doing?
I don't think I'm supposed to see all these. This is like somebody's like
You're so bright
in-game, mid-game like
it's
stuff,
you two.
in-game like
I was
stuff,
merely
or
tending to
mid-game
my
and stuff.
collection.
Don't you think
I'll
you've
play
polished
now
them
because I have all
enough
the
by now?
all the relics from my last
You
playthrough.
take better care
So all
of
the
your relics than
relic
you do
cutscenes
yourself.
are playing.
I try to take good care of them. However, no matter how much work I put in, it refused to respond.
I thought you could hear their voices somehow.
I can, but that's all I can do with them. I can't actually engage in conversation with them. Not yet.
What are they saying? Did they really want you to polish them that much?
You're right. I was so enraptured with them, I may have selfishly failed to consider their own wishes. I must open my mind and sincerely engage with them in earnest.
He never gets tired of his relics, does he?
Nope. It is interesting to look at them when they're all lined up
'Cause
together like this, though.
Because Dohalim and Rinwell is not supposed to be
Similar
buddy-buddy right
It
now.
makes me wonder if they were made in the same period.
They're not supposed to be buddy-buddy right
Excellent
now.
observation. Yes, I too.
They're not supposed to be
suspect
having a good
somehow
conversation with each other right now.
interrelated As well.
I don't see what you two are talking about at all.
What's this? Why, that smear wasn't there previously. Could it be responding to my voice at long last? It's rather viscous and has a distinct aroma to it.
Ugh, Hoodle! These relics are no place for you to do your business. I'm serious! These are priceless those pieces of history?
Come on, Dohalim. Let's go wash your hands before you catch anything weird.
God damn it, Voodoo. Yeah, we're not supposed to be getting the skits.
Are those two discussing relics again?
We're only getting them because I have all the
Then
relics.
it's a promise.
Indeed it is.
Law, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, Kisara. It's nothing. It's just those two are being sneaky over there. I heard something about a promise.
A promise? If it has to do with relics, then what?
Wait. You don't think they're gonna ditch us to become treasure hunters, do you?
I really doubt that.
You never know. He's pretty damn crazy for those relics of his.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd make things difficult for you if they just up and disappeared on us, right?
Yeah, that'd cause some problems.
We've got to do something to stop them.
Hey, what if we collected all of the relics ourselves?
That's it! Then they wouldn't have to go anywhere!
We might not be able to hear them talk like he can.
I thought
but
everyone's
we can
least
still
favorite
search for them anywhere that looks like
animal mascot was
Yeah, between the two of us, I'm sure we
Mew
won't miss
from
a
Tales of
single
Abyss. I
Speaking
thought
of
everyone
which,
hated him
Why are you so concerned about them taking off?
with his
Huh?
mew mew
Well,
mew mew
I,
nonsense.
You see,
This is going to be so great.
Indeed. Once we're finished, we can hold it in the palace.
A Danon relic exhibition.
I'll let you serve as our exhibit guide, Renwell.
Right. I'll study up so I can answer any question they throw at me.
And, if you could, please ensure that Hootle stays far,
Yeah,
far
see,
away
whenever
from
we
the
get the
exhibits.
Finance of Freddy's, can I do my corpse daddy voice?
There's history in the air here.
Right.
I can smell it.
I don't smell
You said I
anything.
do fine with that
Come on,
voice.
Jim.
Yep.
I've been doing really
I
great
think I'll
lately.
wait till the third game.
Yeah, cause corpse daddy doesn't show up
Visibility along
into
this path will
FNAF
remain
3,
limited
does
for
it?
some time.
Yeah.
Take care not to get
Wait,
ambushed.
would I be able to get to
I'm
him?
surprised you know
Is
the
he
terrain
like
here so
in
well.
game, in that
Words don't strike
like
me
last
as
couple
having much
nights?
time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would
No,
take
he's
strolls
only
along here when
animatronic
I
that
wish to be
kills you.
alone.
Oh, he's the only one that
always
shows
did
up.
have a bad
Yeah.
habit of
Okay, so
disappearing
yeah,
without
okay.
telling any
I
of
do
us
my
guards
corpse daddy impression.
Because he's the only animatronic in that game that kills you. The others are just phantoms that make you have to reset the ventilation system.
Yeah, I mean it's not like it's not like exactly the same, but it has that kind of like tone. I never could mimic people's voices directly. I can come close or come up with my own voices, but I can't mimic someone flat out, mimic them freely without mistakes. I'll see what other people think of my corpus daddy voice. I call the in FNAF Friday Nights at Freddy's. I call what's his name?
Springtrap.
Springtrap. I call him Corpse Daddy because he's a dad and he's a corpse. I call him Corpse Daddy as a joke, of course.
My fists are crushing it out there!
Yeah, which one though? Wait first.
Right, here goes!
Green bathed in blood. They can't get out of this! How anticlimactic.
We're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not. Leave the agile ones to me.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
And not really built.
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep a wide berth. Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look
Are you
who's in
able
a
to get
bright,
those
shiny mood.
mom's dog and cat pictures off your phone onto your computer so I can put them on my computer?
Oh, well, okay.
Do you still have them?
Yeah, they're still on my phone.
Do you know how to get? Because I tried doing that. I'm doing something wrong. My phone won't take stuff off my phone onto the computer. I figured you probably done. I'm pretty sure you've done it multiple times. So I figured you could probably do it for me. I want those pictures on my computer. Don't worry about it. You can do it whenever you have time. I was wondering if you could do that for me.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
No escape! Hits on! Negative gate!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Oh, Springtrap's voice is literally just
It's so
Just
hilly around
deepening
here.
your voice for the
I
most
can feel
part.
my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
Kasara's the bulky female type, and she's also our mom. Kasara is definitely the mom of the group. Just like Sepher was the dad of the group
Let's see what you've got.
before he died, of course.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No
That
time
apparently
to
the
hold
game loves to remind you of. I just remember Mage Master. I can't remember his numbers, but like Mage Master is like you make a joke like, oh, by the way, Sepher's dead. Oh, Miguel's dead, because the game and the load screens with low text keeps on telling you that they died. Even way into the game, it's like, this is old news at this point. Why are you telling me this? Like, I get it. I no, I really do. I will be doing the cameo fights as well. We're gonna do everything we can in this game. Well,
Excellent technique.
as much as I can remember.
Best not to give me any ideas.
We're doing all the side quests, even and getting all the owls again.
Lady Fortune must
Even if
truly
it
be
takes,
watching
I
over
will
me.
look up the owls because I can't remember like me where they are. I know what some of them are, but I don't know where they are. Gotta look that up.
Gotta break through. Here I come. No escape.
Take this!
You're finished.
Lunar corruption!
Burn.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
A comfortable win.
Looks like some solid equipment.
You know what? Maybe she on the lead for a while, shall we?
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking?
Yes,
back
as you
then?
probably
Trying to
guessed,
build
I gave
anything around
Shion the
here.
super short hair just so I
Maybe
could
they
see her
just had
butt
that
in her
much time and
swimsuit more.
energy on their hands.
Just so her butt's exposed more.
Hi, Hoodle!
Here I come. Not a chance.
Yep, Etna and Aizen.
Over so
The siblings of awesomeness, of course. Siblings of awesomeness, that's what they are. Yeah, I didn't battle them on unknown mode. It'll be my first time doing them on unknown mode. Let's see how that goes.
Let's see what you've
You're
got.
mine.
None shall escape my judgment.
My turn.
I mean, I love Aizen. He's my favorite male character in Visseria. But I also love Etna.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a
I mean,
bright and shiny
tell you
mood.
the truth, there was only two characters I really liked
Builds up a sweat with
in
his eye.
Visseria. I didn't beat it, but like what I played,
It's all
There's only two
downhill
characters
from
I
here,
like.
quite literally.
I love Etner, hands down. And I really love Rose. That's about it.
Across this mountain
The
is
others,
Lord's Keep.
meh. Just meh. I mean, well, Alicia wasn't too bad. Alicia was good for the most part, but like, I really like Etner, and I really like the Rose. Lila's kind of annoying with her. I can't give you information that goes against my oath bullshit. That gets kind of annoying. Saray, okay. Piccolo obviously has a man crush on Saray. If they show it, say it or not. I guess? No, I forgot. Savid yeah, Savid's good too. I haven't seen him really in Cisteria, but I know him from Cisteria. I guess he's pretty cool too. The other wind user, I don't know yet.
Not a chance.
Easy peasy, huh, Hoodle?
Well, but Tears of Cisteria was also on PS3 at one point as well. Pretty sure I looked that up. Where's that Persona 5? I'm confused myself with. Persona 5 was on PS3 as well.
Out of our way!
Here I come. Strike.
We won that by a mile.
Just to let you know, praying as Rose is way more fun than praying Saray. Saray's pretty boring to play as. I can't get the right combo of hearts with him. Rose is really fun to play as. Am I going? Okay. So wait. Yes, and Aizen also an optional boss slash dragon in Cisteria.
Are you just going to keep standing around?
Aizen's side story before you the one you could do before you go to the final dungeon. His story was to reveal what happened and the reason why he became a dragon later. Then there's something. Okay, put that here.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. If I had to guess, it probably served as some kind of shrine.
So still a house, in a sense.
My eyes
Just
would be
for a
bugging me
god.
after I saw streaming. Why does my body like to torture me like this when I'm just streaming? I yawn more, my eyes bother me more.
Take this. Strike.
I feel more tired while I stream. Can't be that bad. It's something about streaming. My body's like, nope, I'm gonna cause trouble for you. That was fine before I started the stream. It's kind of weird.
See what you've got.
Firmament treasure!
Not a chance.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
I also heard he was Miguel too in this game. He voiced him too. I heard. I don't know if it's true. I haven't looked up. No, I looked up a few characters. I looked up Shion's voice actress. She's Jessie from Final Fantasy VII Remake and Magalu from Berseria. Lord has voiced a variety of characters. Yeah, even Bobby was surprised when he characters that voice actor played as. Law's voice also voices Alto from Tales of Races F. Also, he voices one of the more well-known characters, Kirito.
How long has it been since I last went this hungry?
Law voices the same voice actor for Law also voices Kirito. One Sword Art Online. Same guy.
They're on their own desktop.
But that memory stick I stole from you, I can put it on, so.
Oh.
I technically didn't steal it. I mean, I'm only using it because you're not using it. That's what it comes down to, actually. You haven't need. Well, then I got my own USB sticks now. I probably don't need that anymore, do I? I give that back. I gotta delete all my files off it though.
Yeah.
And reestablish them on the new memory stick or something.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
What?
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Monster. Attacking me from behind.
Get lost!
Take this! No escape! My turn!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Alphon, your inexperience of fashion.
Gotta break through! You're mine!
Hear me, flame of fury!
No escape!
Raging
No!
Luna Storm.
Again, it's kind of like where someone gets a
I'm
haircut.
pretty lucky.
You know, like Jesse, you know, like a woman, like I gotta, like they ask you what they changed, and they're like, it's just a slight haircut change,
Right.
and then they get mad at you when you're like, you couldn't figure out the haircut. It's one of those situations where like if it doesn't look completely different, why would anyone really notice a slight difference in hairstyle? Really. Kind of have to show a little bit more than a few trims here and there.
Take this!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding
At
me.
least I'm not that typical woman.
This is barely target practice.
Then why
I
bother
just like
fighting
seeing
them?
how long it
Because
takes
I
someone to
certainly
get
won't
over.
run away from a battle.
But what the problem is with me, I can tell when something's moved or missing, but when it comes to like
You must really
noticing
like it,
something different, if it's not different enough, I would never notice. And one thing about hair, why would anyone constantly look at your hair to see if it's cut or not, right?
Right.
Like if you're gonna pick something to like ask what do you notice different, do it like a new pair of clothes or new glasses, something that you're gonna look at when you look at the person.
Right.
Something obvious that you'd be seeing every time you look at the person.
I think the only time you notice when my hair is cut is when it's really short.
You like it short. You said you haven't done it yet, but you said you were gonna grow it out in the winter, right?
Yeah.
At some point.
But it's already long enough I can put it in like a ponytail.
My hair is long enough to do the same thing. I want my hair cut.
Auntie, what do you want?
But we literally didn't have the money, or we couldn't go. Usually because we couldn't go because we only have one ride, unfortunately.
You need to go out.
Does she? I haven't fed her either.
Something else. Better be you just want to go out to make it, not because what
Great. Now I'm hurt and dirty.
Oh, Shion, you're fine. Wait, am I? Oh shit, this is the way to go. I think.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh?
Wait, yeah, I must be
Except
where
I
I
don't
need to
think
go
I'll be
because
changing
the
much
skate
after
popped
all.
up. I'm
Don't get
gonna
me
have
wrong.
to
I'm not going to
go
stay
back and
his
see what the
servant.
other question mark
However, I
area
am
is.
going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid
Yeah,
Unknwon of its enemies and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops. Sorry about that.
Peaceling warm.
Jeez, I'm famished.
Is the warm weather back?
Now that you mention it,
It's warm,
what
but
do you guys
still got
normally
that
do for
cool
food
breeze,
and meals
which
when you're
isn't
out
as
and
bad
about
as
on your
it was
travels?
yesterday.
Well, that's good.
What do you mean,
But still,
what we
damn
do?
it, I want it to be
Find stuff
warm.
to eat and eat it.
I wonder where
Long
Dad's
as
trench
me,
coat
I'm
again.
not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term.
I wear that in the winter.
But you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Because I don't want to wear my
Isn't that
winter jacket
obvious?
on a hot day when I'm walking.
It does. Which I guess hasn't
I'd
been
rather wear my
happening
trench
up
coat
till
where it's
now.
cooler.
Yeah, to be honest,
People may not think the
we
trench
could be
coat,
eating better than we do.
my dad's trench coat
Understood. In
is
that case, I'll just have to
very,
make sure you're
like-
all staying healthy
like
and eating
they always say like
myself.
it's gonna be too warm. It's like
Fortunately, I
not
happen to
really.
know a
The
thing or two about
fabric
cooking as
or
well.
whatever it's made out
You
of.
hear that, Law?
I assume it's fabric.
Sounds like you'll be eating your greens
It's made
after
out.
all.
It's very thin,
Right.
and it doesn't. It's not like besides the shoulders being a little tight. It's not like tightly wrapped around me. It's I leave it open,
On all this.
so it's like it's not as hard as people think it is. At least not for me.
Project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan. Leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield,
Yeah.
please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities,
Rinwell,
regardless
not
of who we may face.
you can't blame.
I'm sure no one doubts
You
that.
can't think that. I don't care how bad the Redens treat their Danons. At the same time, not everyone's gonna be like
I
assholes to
wouldn't
you.
get your
Okay.
expectations too high in that regard. Believe
I know
it
you
or
can't
not, sometimes
forgive
I'm not sure
the
I even know myself all
whole
that well.
slavery thing, but come on. He's trying to be nice here.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
Excuse me, Dohim. I know I'm in a
That's
bath
not being
towel,
frank,
but come
that's
on.
being an-
I got a little
Get
more
it?
class
Do
than
we
that.
really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such
You're wearing a
impropriety
Speedo,
on your
for fuck's
part to be
sake.
deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do?
Like
We were
sitting on my
slaves.
computer, don't
We never got to learn how to be
You on my
proper
damn
like
old
you.
computer again?
Yeah.
You're
what do
gonna
you
make
say?
it all furry.
Maybe you missed how we were just
And
focused on
everything
surviving.
else.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's
He
quite
lays
possible
across
for
the
a Danon
thing,
to
the
learn
top
proper
of it.
manners.
He doesn't like
That's
sit
because
on
I
it
was
usually.
given
He
the
lays
opportunity
down
to
on it.
learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for
I know
us
you
living
probably
under
want
the
food
Rena
in it
elsewhere.
too, but let's see what that is. You can wait
I
a
will
little while.
concede that you do indeed make a valid point.
Just went out. Wait a little while
It
before
would
you eat.
appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my
Yeah, I
word
know.
from here on out. Having said that, I do believe
I was
you
just
two
making a
would still
joke.
benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and
Yep.
proper isn't really
That's
my
our
style.
girl, Opti.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn?
Oh, Law's sneaking away.
Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Maybe I should feed her. She's gonna be bugging me a lot. Be right back. Gotta Gotta feed the pooch. I'm getting back, obviously. Okay, no, we don't want to go this way. We want to go... I want to see what that other dead-end path leads. If there's a skip... Since the skip popped up, I assume that's where to go. No, it's up there. I don't think I need to come here per se, but figure let's see what's up here. Oh wait, is this where I think it is? No, I was up here. Oh, I was up here, but never going over here. Yes, I know I can run faster, by the way. I just don't want to. Oh, wait. Is this where it's leading? Where I think it is? No. Right, I get it. Well, let me check. Oh, it is the place I thought it was. This is where the optional boss is. We can't access it yet. We have to wait till the second half of the game before we can get to this place.
What's that big tower over there?
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I'm at max bulk right now.
I gotta love that.
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I know I'm joking when I said that. I know. Fuck it, let's camp.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
Have you been writing stuff down about what we fight?
Yep. It's actually pretty fun to observe them from afar.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
And the truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Well, no.
No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
He is. Kisara's a mom of the group.
This is perfect! I'll have everybody's mouth watering when they see this!
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Fuck, I
Don't
should grab it
sweat
on the shoulder.
It was fun hearing you
Damn it.
reminisce about the good old days.
I'll do it
Come
after
on,
this.
you don't have to pretend with me. I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway, I don't think it's something for you to be embarrassed about.
Hey, Alphen. When you were a kid, was there ever a time when you had to bury someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard to say. I'm guessing that you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim. Life back then was truly hell. I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope. I wanted to believe in our paradise so much that I doubted the one person I should have trusted most. I don't blame Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face facts. And I ended up trying to project my ideals onto everyone else.
It's strange. Whenever you and Dohalim talk about Menancia, it's always like it's some big failure. We're talking about fixing 300 years worth of damage here. Isn't it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after only 5?
You might be right. Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia... No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society. I have to admit the truth. To myself, first of all. I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
I am going to grab a soda real quick. I won't take it.
Are you just going to keep standing around or what?
Sorry, I'm just getting prepped over here.
Yeah, it's just blocked right now, yeah. Hey Jazzy, I was still thinking about Mara should play Metal Gear Rising again. Only difference is you'll be a part of it.
Oh.
I did it on my own last time. And you wanted to be a part of one of those that particular game. So I figured Mara would just play it again and just have you with me instead of doing it by myself again.
Dirty.
If you want.
Yeah.
Right, here goes! Stay clear. We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more.
Right. No
We'll
time
fight
to
into
hold
Freddy
back.
Trump first.
The heavens must be smiling.
By the way, if you're buying the FNAF games once a month, you might as well do it even though we haven't played it yet. Play the first one yet. If you want. You don't have to, I'm just saying, like, you might as well if that's what you plan on doing.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. An opponent like this should be...
I might not wait till the third game to do my Ropes Daddy voice. I would do it for the whole stream, but I'm afraid my throat would hurt before
I
long.
certainly won't run
You know?
Right, well, I'm gonna do it every
away
time
from
the
a
body
battle.
appears.
I'll probably do it once in a while anyway, but it's like, I want to do it with the whole live stream. Maybe I can handle that voice for an hour or two, maybe? I would have to try it. No, I don't. I'm very bad at being consistent with things. Maybe I should do it whenever I feel like doing it. Instead of, you know, doing it purposely at all times. I can never do things consistently for long periods of time.
There.
Let's put things back. What?
Yeah, none fun.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Geez, Jazzy, your family breeds left and right.
I know.
And we're the one of the few that doesn't have a kid yet. Well, let me rephrase that. You're one of the few that don't have a kid. I'm actually the last one in the family to have a kid, so. So I think we're both in the same situation, don't you think?
Yeah. One of my cousins having another kid.
Oh dear.
I don't think this one's even a full year yet.
Oh yeah?
I don't know.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahagsar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me,
Is the
what?
main man here? Dodging like a champ. It's Wesker 2.0. It's just without the teleportation. He's doing legit dodges.
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Raging Rising Storm! I'm not done! Stardust!
Entertainment.
Demon Land!
Take this!
Searing flame!
You're mine!
Vanquish darkness!
No escape! Who the hell are you?
Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
He's quite jumping around a lot, isn't he?
Rising Rider!
He's kicking and tosses around like a doll. Like a cursed doll. That's what you should do with a cursed doll. Just drop kick it. Bam! Same thing with FNAF character. Balloon Boy. Just fucking football kick him. People hate that then, I guess. Oh wait, Hoodoo! Fuck him up, Hoodoo! Fuck him up! Guess not. Poor Hoodoo almost got sliced in two. That would have been a bit gory. They probably wouldn't make it. It probably wouldn't split in two. It'd be one of those anime or video game things where it's like without the blood and gore, where like they slice down, like they obviously slice them in half, but since it's not that kind of game, they don't really split them in half, but it's indicated that they did.
Very well.
You know that thing, like it's the when where a sword obviously goes through the person completely, but they're totally fine as they fall to the ground as they die. Well, I mean, as they die, you know what I mean. It's kind of like that. Cause Cloud in that scene when he raised the warehouse, that one guy he just slices for the stomach. That guy should have been chopped in half. But since it's not that kind, since Sonic was never a gruesome game per se, that it wouldn't.
A wretch like you.
They wouldn't actually show him getting cut in half. But realistically, he would have been sliced in half.
Till next time.
Shion,
Opti, what do you see?
please.
Alphen?
Got up off her kennel staring out the window as she walked towards his
Thanks.
brother. I know she,
Like,
if she saw
kinda
something.
crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
And so am I.
Oh, I'm not taking you out there, so you.
No, I think I like opening his sovereign outfit. I'll put him back in it.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
I don't think he said he would be
Rinwell
back
has a
now I
good
think
point.
about it.
We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've
Ah,
almost
get the
reached
fuck
Nias,
outta
the
here.
capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey,
No, everyone hates Balloon Boy in that FNAF game he's in. Is he just a nuisance, or is he just like in that game he's usually the one that scares you more than anything else?
I think a nuisance.
How are you holding up after that last fight?
I know.
Not too hurt, are you?
I figured some some
for yourself.
animatronics would scare you,
Things get
kill
too
you
tough
way
out there. Go ahead and fall back.
more times than
I can
others.
take a beating if I
This
need
is the way
to.
they're set up or something.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Put back in the southern outfit. Should have figure out what that one is. There it is. Yeah, she on for a little while.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renins, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renins here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renins can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renins like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
No,
Next
not
time,
really.
put your own needs aside for a second and think about how
You
someone
wanted to
might
make a
react
pillow out of
first.
owl feathers
Then consider if it's worth
that
asking at all.
Poodle dropped. Is that really so bad? I know, Grandma's a racist bitch right now, but you got... still. The point.
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies! Woo!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Yeah, you know what I noticed in games and anime?
Yes.
When they point, they do the two-finger thing. That normal?
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun.
Even when they're talking on a radar with an earpiece, they use two fingers.
Got a lot of
Optimus does it all the fucking time in Transformers. So it's like, is that normal? Am I the odd one?
I don't know.
There's a lot of anime and video games, especially the anime-based video games. They do that two-finger point instead of just one finger. I don't know what the point of that. I always thought it was just the one finger thing, but a lot of games in anime-based games tend to do that.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't
Oh,
your
fuck you
parents
too,
teach you well manners?
Deadeye.
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord
Fuck
of
him
Islam,
up,
huh?
Law.
How'd you pull that off?
You get his
We
comeuppance
just sniped the
eventually.
Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
So we have suicide bombers and Tears of Rise or whatever. Great.
And the Lord?
Because the grunts from Halo weren't bad enough.
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing
You can try.
sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Yeah.
Friends? Renans are Renans. They're the scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
I can assume when he says friends and more, I assume... I have a feeling he meant like,
That's enough.
you know, like a sex thing, right?
You know that was.
You think so, Jelly?
Huh?
When he was acting, being an asshole about saying like you can be friends or more. To me, that makes me think like that was supposed to be like an insult, thinking like she's just like someone to have sex with at random. You know, some kind of dumb shit like that. That's the way he sounded. I don't think he really meant that going out with her. I really he meant like a sex thing that he used whenever he wanted.
It's only a matter of time before I
I don't know, that doesn't seem like to me. Which is the fucking asshole way to say stuff. Okay, good punching. Unfortunately, Alfred's not One Punch Man, so you can not kill him or knock him out, whatever One Punch Man does.
Hey, wait up. Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
Huh. At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of
He
the
seemed
Lord.
kind of asshole / psychopath.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where
And
she
that
might
combination is not a good
We
combination
looked all
usually.
over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumbling
That's
about
in
activity
Captain
in
with
Estaluva
that kind
Forest,
of
but that's it.
combo of
be?
things.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We like took
We'll
out
be sure to keep
we took
you
out
out of
2
it.
lords in the beginning.
Before
You
we
really
set
think
out,
one
though,
more lord's gonna
Is
kick
there
her
anywhere
ass?
around here we can rest?
Sure, building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with 2 of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renins here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renins out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renins just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is... When you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renin Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renins are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
How was your walk, by the way?
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any
Nice
band
day out, huh?
musical instruments in my life.
You said it says a slight cold. It isn't like super warm, but it's warm, right?
From the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
But didn't stay up on I would have
care a lot about
probably walked to
music,
the store
Dolphin.
then if it
I
was
didn't
warm
know
enough,
that about you.
but cool enough at the same
Have I
time.
not mentioned it? Before I
Get
was
some
a
walking
candidate
in.
for the lordship,
Actual
I had
walk.
my heart set on the life of a
I
musician.
don't really consider walking on the
You?
complex like an
A
actual
musician?
walk.
No.
Indeed. Music
I prefer to
enriches
walk
the
like
world
to
around
the
us.
store. That's what I
train
consider because
day
there's
and
like
night to
hills
hone
and
my
rocks and stuff that
Words could not
Yeah.
describe my
help you
bliss,
with
as my
help you
notes
better.
carried with them the sights and
Walking
sounds of
on a
nature,
flat surface over and over
the
again
ebb
doesn't
and
seem to.
flow of time,
I don't think it does much.
and the thoughts
No.
of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renin culture is like.
Even though the Renins destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hmm?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase that.
Mm-hmm.
Well...
I see.
Hmm.
Oh.
Just great.
Excuse me! Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh? I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Don't need chicken either. Don't need pigs, don't need chicken.
Is this the so-called legendary instrument?
Actually, I think it's one of the freight train parts that I was using for a sword.
I'm sure anything will be fine. We should take it.
We've reached our destination.
I'm not so sure. How's this?
I see.
Great! Huh? Hmm?
Agreed.
Darling.
I can't believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. We could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together.
there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have to say.
Oh, yeah? How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey.
Hmm?
Ah!
Good.
Really? What? Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there.
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest. Okay?
Wait, I just realized he didn't say I will. Of course I will. He just said of course.
What was all that about?
They added a couple extra. They even added a couple extra words that wasn't in the original dialogue, or he was supposed to say I will, but didn't for whatever
we're
reason.
just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Ah, got sand in my eyes.
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hoodle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point, they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
I'll rate this guy.
Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes. What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right?
No.
Sure.
Really now?
Yes.
What?
What?
Very nice. Yes.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Oh, someone left a
Do I
dislike.
really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and
I know
mended
who.
is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Discourteous, aren't you? I shall ensure you survive. I thought you were going to wreck the place. I'm not near. Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
Wow! Look what I just found. Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
I think Hoodle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a missed opportunity.
Most likely because it would be inefficient for harvesting astral energy. That's what dictates the current positions of each realm's capital.
Plus, Renans are averse to using anything that belonged to the Danans. further!
Take this!
Spirits, I shall ensure. I thought you were going to wreck the place. I'm not nearly finished yet. Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Out of our way!
You're mine!
The waters
No
are raging!
escape! Not a chance! Not a chance!
Negative gate.
Wow, look what I just found.
Let's see what you've got.
No escape! Slap!
Radiant light!
Rising Wyvern! Hurricane
I'm
Thrust!
ready!
Ridwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
We won that by a mile! I think Hoodle's hungry.
Funny. I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket.
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
You guys want to rest here?
There's something in the water.
Is
Oops. Hold on.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Halim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Mom has spoken.
Let's just agree to not spend too much
Mama
or be too
Kasara has
thrifty
spoken.
for our own good.
Go piss off Mama Kasara.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Firemaster core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Xion can use theirs?
That may be because Xion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah, more than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Xion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hoodle for a bit. We should really get some rest. Another day, another Gald.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. Dang, this fish is being stubborn! This is quite the catch, if I do say so myself.
We sure hit the jackpot. That'll taste great.
Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this. Yeah! This feels like a big one. Wow, this fish is seriously rare.
That's not a Zoogle, right?
Oh boy, she's a big un. Wow, this fish is seriously rare.
That thing lives on Dana?
Oh boy, she's a big un. This is quite the catch, if I do say so myself.
That thing lives on Dana?
This one's putting up a real fight. This is quite the catch, if I do say so myself.
That's not a Zoogle, right?
One more time. They will call it a stream.
Oh boy, she's a big un. Wow, this fish is seriously rare.
Oh my gosh, that's a really rare species.
Yes! I caught a big one.
Is that even a fish? It's rather enormous for one, is it not?
Of course it is. It's an Orem arowana, a freshwater species that makes its home in these parts.
It's quite the impressive specimen. Why, I don't believe we ever had anything so large for dinner back at the palace.
That's because a fish like this is way too big to put on display at a formal dinner, let alone one for a sitting lord.
You catch a giant fish, and all you can talk about is how you're going to eat it?
What's wrong? You like eating too, don't you, Law? I can guarantee a fish this big is going to make for a good meal.
Well, when you put it like that, I guess I am a little excited to dig into it and see how it tastes.
Moments such as this are a good reminder of what I would have missed out on. I'm glad I decided to join you all on this journey. I may have once been a lord, but in truth, my insight into this world was rather limited. And that is, despite the myriad opportunities lordship ostensibly affords.
Wish every Renin was as self-aware as you. Maybe then things wouldn't be so bad.
Indeed. When I say Menencia was beyond lucky to have you as its lord, I really mean it. I'd even say it was miraculous.
Like,
Now, as for that fish, I'm thinking I'll make some steaks out of it tonight.
Oh, that sounds good! I can't wait!
Miraculous. That's hardly the word I would use to describe myself.
Yeah. Or she's doing it because she don't want to go to school.
Okay, this is where we're gonna end it. So I'll see you guys later. All right, bye bye.